Number 35. Calculate these limits, show they don't exist. First off, as x goes to infinity, the numerator and denominator both go to infinity. So let's divide top and bottom by x. We divide top and bottom by x. We end up with 3 minus 5 over x over 1 plus 1 over x. Now the 5 over x and 1 over x terms go to 0. 3 minus 0 over 1 plus 0 is just 3. For the second one, the limit as x goes to negative infinity. The numerator goes off to negative infinity. The denominator goes off to positive infinity. Let's do some manipulations to do this. And the thing to realize here, when we manipulate, let's move the x squared outside of the square root. So I factor out the x squared. I have x squared times 4 plus 9 over x squared. And the thing to realize is that if x is less than 0, square root of x squared is going to equal negative x. I think I show that in more detail in a different video, so I'm just going to assert that here. Think about yourself, it might be helpful. So 3x over negative x times the square root. And so these x's cancel. And we are left with the limit as x goes to negative infinity of 3 over negative square root of 4 plus 9 over x squared. As x goes to negative infinity, this term goes to 0. So we're left with 3 over negative square root 4 plus 0, negative 3/2. Okay, that's part B. Part C and part D is limits x goes to infinity of this. Limits x goes to negative infinity of this same thing here. And this is something where we can just do it by looking at the leading terms. So this is the limit as x goes to infinity of, the first term here is going to be x times 2x times x is 2x cubed plus stuff. Downstairs there will be a 3x times 4x times x will be a 12x cubed plus stuff. And these leftover terms are all x squareds or x's or constants. And so what we do is that we divide both top and bottom by x cubed. And so we have limit as x goes to infinity of 2 plus stuff over 12 plus stuff, where these things here are like 1 over x's and over x squared and over x cubes. So as x goes to infinity, all of those terms will go to 0. And we're left with 2 over 12 is 1/6. And it's getting late at night. I want to get this over with. My apologies for going through this kind of quickly. Limit as x goes to negative infinity of this is the exact same thing. All of the work here goes through in exactly the same way. Limit as x goes to infinity of cosine of 1 over x. As x goes to infinity, 1 over x goes to 0. Cosine of 0 is 1. So it might feel weird, but this actually gets closer and closer to 1. And finally, limit as x goes to infinity of e to the negative x cubed. So e to the negative x looks like this here. E to the negative x cubed will also look essentially like the same thing. As x goes off to infinity, this goes to 0.